Welcome back to Fox and Friends. While much of the country has been hit hard by the economic crisis, one state bucking the national unemployment trend. In the last 2 years, Texas added 262,000 jobs to its payroll. That's nearly half of the total jobs created in the United States. So what drives the economic success, and how can the rest of America learn from Texas? Economist Michael Cox is the director of the Center for Global Markets and Freedom at the Cox School of Business at Southern Methodist University. And Michael joins us this morning. Nice to see you. Welcome to Fox and Friends.
Thank you, Clayton.
So I guess the assessment, the assumption, of course, is that the reason Texas does so well is because of oil. Not the case, though?
Not the case. Our oil sector is smaller than our medical sector. That's such a legacy view of Texas. The truth is we do well, and people are moving here because it's really a state that's economically free. We have no income tax. The unions are less of a force here. In Texas, for example, 6.4% of the private sector labor force is unionized compared to 27.5%, say, in New York, and much higher rates in other states other than Texas. And also here, our government is not growing as fast in terms of the size of its spending as other states. And so these are the main things driving people to Texas. Our land values are about a third of what they are in California. A single-family home in California over the time period of our study cost about $448,000. Here it's about $148,000.
Maybe Washington's scratching its head this morning, Michael, because I think Washington's response to a lot of these problems is to spend more money. But as you take us through some of your 5 points of why, number 3 on your list is low rate of local and state spending. So Texas isn't spending a lot of money to spur this growth. How are they doing it?
Well, what people need to understand is that inside America's borders now is the largest migration between the states in recorded history. And people are voting with their feet to tell us what they want at the state level. They're moving from high-tax states, high-union states, and so on, states with big government, to states like Texas where there's self-determination and economic freedom. People are looking for the new world, and so we know what people want. The states are a microcosm for the nation. They're telling us what people want. If people in Washington will just pay attention and follow suit, then they will cut taxes, they will cut government spending, they'll do Reagan-style things that happened in the early 1980s that made this economy boom.
What can Washington learn from Texas? There's low or to no income taxes in the state of Texas. Taxing doesn't seem to be the answer either.
Well, you know, the problem is that we've taken this a United States and converted it to the United States. We need to devolve power back down to the states, because at least then people can make a choice in their lives where they want to live. They can live in a state with a high tax and the benefits that come with that, be they high or low. They can choose to live in a state with low taxes and low benefits if they turn out to be that way. But it's very difficult to do that at the national level. You have to leave the entire country. And so, in a sense, Washington is playing this very dangerous game that what people are doing across the states, they may soon decide to do across the globe, leave the nation. And indeed, many people are. Canada is the #1 source right now for Americans leaving this country.
I wonder why there's so many people itching to have Governor Rick Perry throw his hat into the presidential race. I just can't put my finger on it. Michael Cox, nice to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us on Fox and Friends.
Thank you.
I said that rhetorically, of course.